What is up, guys? It is Robert of Movies with Me, and welcome to the Blade Runner 2049 movie review. This movie is directed by Denis Villeneuve. I hope I said that right. And then Harrison Ford, Ryan Gosling, and a bunch more other people. Now, ever since I saw the original trailer a whole year ago, which is pretty mind-boggling that it's already been a year, I was excited. I never saw the original Blade Runner. Now I did, but just from the way it looked, it looks like it was going to be a gorgeous movie that looks like it was going to grip my ass and make me watch it, and it was going to be awesome. Happily, I can say it exceeded my grab-assing expectations. Guys, from the very second this movie started, I was floored. It shocked me. This movie is so gorgeous. No joke. Never had this happen to me before, but the bass, the actual sound design is fantastic. The soundtrack is fantastic, and the bass was so loud, it was vibrating the seat, and the visuals that was going on, how gorgeous it was, I teared up. I've never had that happen to me. Like the fact that no emotion happened, it just the music plus the visuals just choked me. I was like it literally choked like me up, and I started tearing up. I never had that happen. I was shocked. I will say there are no spoilers in this movie review. Trust me, you are fine. There are spoilers in this movie that I would not want to say right now. There's actually a good amount of twist. There's a lot of details I haven't even heard of in the trailer. So anything that wasn't in the trailer, I really won't talk about in this review. But basically, Ryan Gosling plays a person named Kay. And Kay is having to do a certain job that involves Deckard, which is Harrison Ford. Along the way, he goes and tries to find Deckard, and then stuff in between happens. I gotta be very vague. There's a lot of things I just had no clue, especially from seeing the trailer. They don't tell you anything, which is nice, and hopefully movies keep doing that. But trust me, the main plot for this movie is quite surprising. It's pretty damn cool. It's different. I didn't know about that, and it makes you think of more questions based on humans, which is what I was going to say in the original Blade Runner. Is that what I like about the original Blade Runner is it made you think like, well, what makes a human? What makes a human bad? What makes a human good? And I like that they actually do explore it even more in 2049 in such a fantastic way. And I can't stress this enough, guys. This movie is eyegasmic. It's eargasmic. It's orgasmic. It's just so good. There's so many fantastic shots in this movie where you're just like gonna stare and just be like, whoa, whoa. it's oh, it's probably the best looking movie of this year. It really is. As the last time I think was for War for the Planet of the Apes, but I do think it's actually better in terms of the visuals for that. There's one certain part that I'm not sure if it's CG. I'm totally honest. Like, I hear some people, well, that's CG. I'm good at telling what CG looks like, but there's one certain part in this movie, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. It's like, is that CG? I don't know. I don't think so, but at the same time, like, how in the world? How? You'll see what I mean. I can't say it because it would spoil, but you'll see. Jared Leto plays this guy who also is creating replicants, and he does also a certain thing. Basically, Ryan Gosling is in between almost like two battles. One where he like works for, and in Jared Leto's side, they both want the same thing for him, and but Ryan Gosling is essentially just in the middle of these two different ideas, these two different strategies, these two different ideas that these two different people want him to do. In a way. I gotta be so vague. But this movie, guys, is amazing. I have absolutely nothing wrong with it. I loved it from beginning to end. Even at the end, I was like, oh, that was it. I thought there would be more. The movie is 2 hours and 43 minutes. It felt like there could have even been an extra 20. I would have been fine with it. It's such an entertaining, enthralling, and gripping movie. It's so intense when it needs to be intense. Like in terms of like the action scenes, oh, they're so good. The actual like detective sort of work is very great. The mystery, you start to question things, and it's so great. Ryan Gosling's partner that you see in the trailer, ah, I could have never guessed this. It's so cool when you see it. I was watching, and there's one part where they get very intimate, you know, but in a different way. And you'll see it when you see the movie. But I was like, that's so fucking clever. And then it makes you think. It's like you starts to ask questions about life and humans and all that kind of stuff. It's so crazy. But yeah, this movie really does make you ask questions. And I like that because we're in this society that is creating robots and does have facial technology and all that kind of recognition and stuff. And it's so weird because we are about to get into that stage pretty soon, not very soon, but soon enough to the point where we got to start thinking like, do robots have rights? Should robots really be slaves? Should if something is a robot, can you marry it? Can you fall in love with it? Are people gonna think you're weird because you love a robot even though it has emotions and it likes you? I don't know. Ryan Gosling does a fantastic job. He just plays a character that you could tell has problems. He doesn't show his problems, but you could see through his facial acting skills that certain situations he's just thinking. He's thinking just like you're thinking. Like you may see a situation, you're just thinking about questions, and you could tell he's questioning that too. He's questioning stuff, and I love that. I love it. Like I said, there are twists in this movie, and the twists come out of nowhere, to be honest. I never really thought of this kind of stuff. Like when I was watching the trailer, I would have never thought, well, that's going to happen and that's going to happen. Because this movie definitely does not go where you think it's going to go at all. And those are always the best types of movies because they're not predictable. You don't want predictable movies. And Blade Runner 2049 is for sure not predictable. Like I said, yes, the sound design it's so good. The bass is like inside the soul of the soundtrack and it's fantastic. And yes, this is technically a slow movie. Very slow. However, the pacing is great. It's perfect. It's exactly what you need. I have no problems with this movie. I'm telling you guys, overall, I'm going to give Blade Runner 2049 a 10 out of 10. Yeah, guys, this movie is a masterpiece, and I think you got to check it out. I absolutely loved it. I was floored. Like I said, at the end, I was just like, I was so happy because of how amazing it was. Nothing is wrong with it. It's so fantastic. From the performances, to the cinematography, to the action, to the dialogue, to the scenery, to the sets, all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic, and you definitely got to watch it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you watch it? Did you not watch it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. If you're a replicant, I just want to say that I think you should have rights. Bye-bye.